Seafan Sports, the sports show is dedicated to Seattle sports fans. My name is Dave. This is Kevin, and this is Mariner Weekly.
Yep.
Before we jump right into all the news that's happening around the Seattle Mariner organization, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells, give us thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you want. Also, make sure that you guys leave comments in the comment section down below, because we get to them, answer them, and make sure that you guys understand that your voice is heard right here at Seafan Sports. Man, we've had a lot of good comments lately, and we've got a couple that we're actually going to do complete shows around. So be looking forward to those comments being included in shows that are coming up on Seafan Sports.
And we're also, there are a few that we haven't answered yet, but we will get to those.
We'll get to them.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's okay. They understand, Kevin. They understand you're a busy, busy man running the front office for the Seattle Mariners over there. Yeah. Anyway, so jumping right into it, Kevin, let's start with some of the news and notes that we have. We've got some changes going on as far as start times this year. What are they, Kev?
Well, it looks like in the month of April, May, and September, during the weekday, they're going to be starting the games at 6:40 for kids so they can go to school the next day.
So what time do they start now, Kevin?
I think 7:10 is this. I think 7:10 has been the start time. Yeah.
Good half hour. Hey, that yeah. A half hour helps.
Absolutely.
All right, Kevin. August 27th. Gosh,
Yep.
There's something happening that night. Kevin, what is that?
Number 51 will also be retired in Mariner uniform in the Mariners organization. Sorry, Ichiro's going up.
He's going up. How exciting, man! I tell you what. I don't know. Do you have a favorite Ichiro moment, Kevin?
I actually think some of the Ichiro commercials are pretty funny. So Ichiro's just been an outstanding, unbelievable ball player from the time he got there to the time he retired. Just outstanding. And, he just so many wonderful moments that I just enjoyed watching along those years. So,
dude, I think I appreciated his speed on the base pass, but I think the thing that I appreciated the most about him was that laser of an arm that he had. Man, he could throw that ball.
Yes,
he could chuck that ball in.
Yep.
Anyway, Kevin, all right, let's go ahead and move on. The next thing that's kind of coming up in as far as Mariner news and news across all of Major League Baseball is December 1st. The collective bargaining agreement is going to come due or expiring on December 1st. December 2nd, there will be no collective bargaining agreement, and so a lockout, if the agreement has not been reached, will be in place.
Yes.
Here we are, Kevin. Millionaires and billionaires are having a fight, and so we are caught in the middle once again when it comes to labor talks for any of the major sports out there.
Yep.
Kevin, your thoughts?
My only thought is that there will probably be a lockout. It depends on how long it is. So the players that haven't got signed before the lockout, there is going to be a ton of people signed as soon as this lockout's over, because there's not going to be that much time between the time that they get back together and spring training. So it'll be a fast pace signing after the lockout.
Well, hopefully, Kevin, according to what I heard today on the Jerry DiPoto show on 710 ESPN Seattle, as I heard them talk a lot about, they've already got 5 or 6 interviews set up in the Mariner building already. Kevin, I think the speculation around everything is that Marcus Semien is the man that they're completely pushing all their chips into the middle and going in and after. Do you think he's one of those 6, Kevin?
Absolutely. When I was listening to the podcast as well, the Jerry DiPoto show, a couple things stood out. One is exactly what you said, that they do have more than a handful of players, of free agents that they're going to be meeting with. They've already met with these free agents, and they have 3 or 4 that they're actually meeting with before Thanksgiving. So we could have something done before December 1st. So they're also, What's that?
Or a couple somethings.
Could be a couple somethings. Yeah.
One of the suggestions that we had is you know, a 28-man roster. You know, what we'll see with a 28-man roster, who we predict is a 28-man roster. And I think we're a couple of weeks away from being able to really make a solid prediction. But I tell you, that is one of the suggestions that we definitely want to make sure that we do, and we do soon. Maybe I'll do it with a little turkey coma and after Thanksgiving or something of that nature. But right, exactly. Yeah. And last thing we have on as far as Mariner news goes, Kevin, is the 40-man roster. Kind of we're rounded out. We had 3 signings. Who were those 3 signings that we moved up to the active 40-man roster, Kevin?
Well, left-handed pitcher Ray Kerr. He's a 27-year-old flamethrower. Throws in the upper 90s, and he is a strikeout machine. He played last year between the Travelers and the Rainiers. Mm-hmm. He had 5 saves and 10 opportunities, and I don't know what happened in those, out of those 10 opportunities. He did end up with having 60 strikeouts in 39.2 innings. He had a 13.61 K per 9 average and a 3.63 walks per 9. Which is a little high, but I do like this kid and I'm excited. And I think this kid has an opportunity to fight for a left-handed bullpen position next year.
That's what I was going to say is he is a lefty, something that we here at Seafan Sports have been, talking that we need in the bullpen is some more lefty. Yep. Not only that, but he's a flamethrower. We need those in the bullpen. All right, Kevin. Couple bats as well, couple outfielders.
Yeah, Alberto Rodríguez, who's 21-year-old outfielder, bats left, throws left. In 2021, he shared time between the Nuts and the Aqua Sox. He did play 100 games this year. He had 31 doubles, 5 triples, and 10 home runs. He had a 289 batting average, a 379 OBP, a 470 slugging percentage, and an 849 OPS.
All right. And then lastly, some guy named Julio.
He's a 20-year-old kid and going to be 21. And I need to talk to you guys about who Julio Rodríguez is. He will be 21 on December 29th. He bats right, throws right. In 2021, between the Aqua Sox and the Travelers, he played 74 games. Now, you guys got to remember that he was at the Olympics and did win a bronze medal. So that was the reason he didn't play more games. In those 74 games, he had 19 doubles, 2 triples, 13 home runs. And the stat that stood out to me of all this stuff was he had 21 stolen bases. And I did not realize he had that many stolen bases until I did my homework. He had a 347 batting average, 441 OBP, 560 slugging, and a 1001 OPS.
Well, I tell you, Kevin, I'm excited to see him in a Mariner uniform. I hope that we don't rush him like we did Jared Kelenic. But on the other hand, I think that Kelenic will be better next year for us rushing him. Yes. So I think that the sooner we get Julio up, the better. It's just my thoughts.
Yeah, I just wanted to say too that also I've been following. I mean, everybody's following all the trade rumors and all that stuff and who the Mariners are targeting. There's a lot of speculations out there. There's a lot of interesting thing. But there was a tweet a couple of days ago from Ken Rosenthal that the Mariners are considering bringing back my favorite DH. Well, not my favorite DH, but in the last 5 years, Nelson Cruz might be coming back to the Mariners reunion tour, I think. And
wow.
Yeah, so it'll be a fun, exciting next couple of weeks. And hopefully we have some players we get to talk about that are now Seattle Mariners next week.
Yeah, if you guys hear anything that you think that we missed as far as the people that could be coming to Seattle, make sure you drop that down in the comment section down below. But as far as I'm concerned, Kevin, I think that's a bow on this week's Seattle Mariner Weekly. You think they're okay?
I think we're great, and go Mariners.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep.
Peace.